Hi guys, this is my first video and I felt like you all deserved to know, I'm not American, why did I say you all? You guys deserve to know why I participated in the ICS program and why I chose to work with Rally. Yeah, let's get started. Prior to doing the ICS program, I'd already participated in a number of other activities, I would say. A lot to do with charity. I think I've worked in every single local charity shop in East London. It was an extension partly of me doing the NCS, and so I was doing all this charity work, and so I was just very inclined to do ICS after that. It seemed like the natural next step to progress onto, and I would say that actually it really was, especially like if you've ever done work for charities that have an international message. Going to see what that, like actually physically seeing what changes get made every time you donate, every time you work with them, is so eye-opening, and I would just, you need to do it, basically. Instagram, I was scrolling through looking at food, because that's what I do, and I saw, do you want to go abroad and do charity work? And I was like, you know what, yeah. And that was the beginning of the story for me. I chose Tanzania. It wasn't like a random selection. I actively chose Tanzania. I was specifically in Mabonde village in Tanz, and it was one of the best places ever. Beautiful people, amazing, just amazing people. Oh, perfection. So there were a selection of two programs, the WASH program, which was to do with hygiene and clean water, and the Livelihoods program, which was teaching basic business skills to young people in the community to become future entrepreneurs. I did the Livelihoods program. My experience was definitely one that I would repeat again. It was amazing. I had an amazing time. Like that's, people are like, say another word, but it's just that it was amazing. It was a wonderful 10 weeks. Okay, so I lived in a house with 6 people, and it was an absolute blast. Mama, Baba, at one point, Mama and Baba's grandson came for a visit, and it was like a whole hooray hurrah. We had like come dine with, it was like we were the party house. After work we'd like all come back to the house and chill, and like Baba would like give us sugarcane, and it was really good. And it was actually in our house we taught Mama some of the Livelihoods program. She actually took lessons at home with us, so we were teaching her as well, and it was definitely an exchange of ideas. And what's most amazing about it is that these people were not getting paid to look after us, so they did it out of the kindness of their own hearts, and that just took it to another level for me, because that's like, who opens their doors to strangers, to 6 strangers to come and live and eat with you for 10 weeks. My experience as far as working, the entrepreneurs that we had were very alive and definitely very passionate and wanting to become entrepreneurs. They wanted the lessons. They were willing to turn up at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They were willing to go home and do the reading. They were willing to practice their speeches, willing to have business plans made. They were willing to at times repeat things over and over again. I remember we had to put together their financial template and go through all the costs, go through all the income that would come in, revenue, and being realistic about it, doing market research. And at times they would actually go and do market research without us. When they'd come to us with their business templates, we would look at them and say, actually, these numbers aren't right. Where's this going to go? Where is this coming from? And they were very happy to tell us where it was all going and tell us where it was coming from. And that was amazing. Having people who are willing to partake in the program was phenomenal. I chose Rally for one really big reason. They actually go into the communities and ask people if they want the service. It's not a case of the NGO or the charity turn up, and set up camp and say, well, you need toilets, you need education, you need this, which I think is ineffective. Right? They actually go in and they say, would you like this? Is this something that your community needs? I mean, in our community, it was definitely needed with about 70% unemployment among youths. It was necessary, and the chairman of the village said yes to that. And that for me meant that what I was doing was actually what the community wanted, as opposed to me coming in as a extension and being a part of that sort of, you need this. And that's one of the big reasons why I chose to work with them. I did the project for a number of reasons. Firstly, naturally, it was definitely a jump from NCS onto ICS. It was like a natural sort of levelling. The second is I was at university and I just realised that I needed a change. I just didn't feel motivated, I didn't feel inspired, I didn't feel like I was working towards anything. I felt like you're going to uni, you're repeating, routines and schedules, and you're doing study, and honestly, university can be boring. And I felt like I needed a change. I needed something new, I needed something to look into and be completely dive into. I also did it for independence reasons. Actually, I think I'm going to make a completely separate video on this because it was such a big part of why I decided to do the project. Another reason, I really like helping people. I find myself doing it on a regular basis and enjoying it, like getting not just a sense of pleasure for myself, but knowing that somebody else is benefiting makes me rather happy. And so another reason I did the project was this channel. I met amazing people. I wanted to meet people of all walks of life. I wanted to meet exceptional people, people of amazing intelligence. And I honest to God don't think that I've been surrounded by that much difference in it was so eclectic, and there was so many different people, and it was different lifestyles and different ideas, and it was perfect, and it just made a really cohesive, very diverse group of people. And I'm so happy to have met everybody on the project. And this channel is pretty much just dedicated to the ladies on here who we didn't know each other prior to the project, so we've gone on this trip and become really good friends, who roast each other occasionally on WhatsApp. Mainly I do the roasting, but whatever, we're not going to talk about that, I don't want to hurt feelings. But yeah, this is another reason why I did it, to meet amazing, exceptional individuals. A million times over and over and over and completely over again. It was probably the most eye-opening experience of my life. I lived in Sierra Leone for 2 years, and that was definitely eye-opening, but I was slightly more sheltered and I went to school. Whilst on this project, I was in it. I was working with young people, and it was an amazing experience that I would definitely, and I wouldn't just repeat again. I would encourage you to also apply and do it as well. And it's just so, you just feel woke. Okay guys, that's the end of this video. Really quickly, nobody tells you how hard it is to sit in your bedroom and record a video, and how awkward it is. So if I'm looking outside, it's because I'm nervous to actually look at the camera, because I feel like a creep that's just staring at you and being like, hi, what's your name? Do you like my makeup? I did it for this video. I'm taking it off right after. Okay guys, see you next video. Bye.